Hello everybody and welcome to AFB Gaming if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today I wanted to put out my personal PVE Templar build since I've mained it since day one. There's really not a lot of people that run it and I haven't seen too many good videos for one, so I figured I'd make one myself. So here are my stats on my Stamina Templar. I'm actually running the wrong food, so give me a second to fix that real quick. Now you can see the whole shebang. So anyway, this is pretty much the best that I've been able to come up with. Stamina Templar is a really hard class to play, and you have to play a certain style, but I actually run this in trials, I run this in dungeons, not PvP obviously, but that'll be a whole different video. So as you can see here, you see all my buffs and all the stuff I have. I run the warrior because that's actually what helped me pull the better numbers on the target dummy. But as far as sets, you can see I have 5 Alkosh, so jewelry and weapons. A maelstrom bow, which is charged, not sharpened, 2 Velidreth, and 5 hulking draugr. Now, I did kind of want to explain here. So this is like a real utility-based build. So I have an infused axe with a crusher enchantment, right? So it'll lower the resistances for everybody in the group, causing everybody to do more damage, and then also with the 5-piece set from this, along with the minor slayer and all that good stuff, you do a crap ton of damage, all while lowering their resistances even more. So that's not only more damage for you, but more damage for the group overall. So it's actually really good once everything stacks up together. We're also going to stack up with minor breach, which I'll explain. And then I have a precise dagger, just because my crit is lacking since I'm running the warrior Mundus stone, but if you want to run the thief and get a sharpened dagger, then go for it. Maelstrom bow. Any maelstrom bow is better than no maelstrom bow. It makes a big difference, even though it's charged and a piece of crap, because RNG hates me. It does more damage than any other bow, so I mean, unless you have like the master's bow, that would be fine too. And we have 2-piece Velidreth because obviously it gives weapon damage and it does a good amount of damage. You could use crags, but I feel like that's a lot of over penetration with the 1-piece, and it's not super great for AoE. I'd rather just go with Velidreth. You could go with Celstrix if you want. Celstrix is really good, I like. It gives you extra stam, and then it's a nice little stun since you don't have too many of those in your skills. Yeah, oh yeah, you could also run freaking Engine Guardian if you wanted to, if you felt like you were lacking on resources, but I've had no trouble sustaining, really. So, I do have infused pieces, just to get more stamina. You could throw on some health if you need some, like you want to hit that 17k mark. The funny part here is I also have Divine Pieces of Alkosh because I couldn't get the final gold ring of Alkosh, so that's also why my weapons aren't gold. But if you can get the gold ring of Alkosh and then you gold out your weapons, it would be just that much better. So since I couldn't get the ring of Alkosh, I got the ring of hulking draugr and then threw on some body pieces. But either way, I'm still running 5, 5, and then 2. I think I do run 5 medium, and then the 2 infused Velidreth are heavy, just to get that health, like I said, at the 17k mark. I have 1 piece of jewelry enchanted with weapon damage. I think the other 2 are stamina recovery, just because I think where it's at is pretty good. Now, on to skills. So, for the dual wield bar, we're going to have biting jabs, which is like the go-to. It's our main spammable, and the rotation will hit it about twice, really, though, so either way, it's pretty good. And then when you use it, you get major savagery, which is pretty awesome. Next thing you want to throw on is either blood craze or rending slashes. I like blood craze just because I like the extra healing. I don't trust healers, so there's that. But you could go rending slashes for even more damage, of course. And then you can go flung blade, which will give you your major brutality if you don't have any weapon power potions, which it's probably ideal that you do, but this will actually just do some good damage regardless. Plus you have some type of range. You could use Binding Javelin if you want, but it does have a knockback, so you have to make sure you don't knock things off of other areas and whatnot. Next skill you absolutely need, Power of the Light. And it is important to have a Stamina Templar in a group, I think, at least one, because it does up to 30,000 damage, because it'll do the initial damage and then it copies damage received from everybody else while inflicting minor fracture and minor breach, which is the only way right now in the game to get minor fracture and minor breach. So resistance is again lowered even more, which results in more damage for everybody, not just you. Last skill, I actually have Resolving Vigor on front bar just for those oh shit moments, because like I said, I don't trust healers. But usually I do pretty good. You could have it on your back bar if you really wanted to, or you could slot Repentance, which is probably a good idea considering now only you will get the stamina back and you might need it. Plus, having it slotted increases your stam recovery by 10%. Now, bow bar. So here we have Rearming Trap. We're going to throw that on. And then you could have Shuffle. I run it sometimes in trials depending on how much damage I'm taking, but you could throw Rearming Trap on. The next skill that you want to have is definitely Razor Caltrops. They did change it so you have to apply it more frequently, but it does cost less. Either way, it's kind of a must-have in my opinion, just to have an extra dot. And then again, I would slot Repentance or Vigor, but that's just me. Let's see, what was the other skill? Oh yeah, of course, how could I forget? Sorry. Endless Hail. So we have Endless Hail because obviously you have the Maelstrom Bow, which is like the whole point of even having it. It increases the damage by a shit ton. And then we have Poison Injection, which is a good damage over time, as well as an Execute, so don't let it fall off. And then for an ultimate we have Ballista because it's actually fantastic ultimate. It does crap ton of damage. Now onwards to the stats. So here we'll have the buffed up stuff. Just do the jabs so that you can get the major savagery, get your crit 10% more. This is what it's like on both bars and stuff. And then I will show you guys the rotation. I won't do a full DPS parse because my rotation isn't 100%, but I will say the best I've ever got was around 21, almost 22,000 DPS, which doesn't seem like a lot, and I know a lot of people would rather have 25k to like 30 or 40 with Sorks and stuff, but you have to keep in mind Stamina Templar is arguably like the weakest class in the freaking game right now. So, yeah, there's that. As far as potions, I mean, you could use trash stamina pots or the weapon power potions. It's not too bad. So you have, if you use the weapon power potions, you can see it actually increases your recovery and whatnot by even more, so you'll have about 1,400. I apologize for the voice being like behind. I know I'm probably doing the full rotation right now, showing you guys what it's like. So I do it slow so that you guys can see how it goes, and then all that good stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's just kind of an option for you guys if you wanted to run a Stamina Templar and just try to keep the rotation good, try to do some good skills. Your DPS will only increase once you're in the actual trial because of Aggressive Warhorn and all that other good stuff. And then here's the champion points. If anything, I would change them to however you see fit. I don't have like a whole calculator type thing. I'm not an Alcast and stuff, so I don't know like 100%. This is just what works for me. Although I would say take the tumbling out, the points out of tumbling, and put them into Warlord if you really wanted to, you know, actually do hardcore stuff. I just have the points in tumbling for Treasure Hunter passive, but yeah, and then the blue tree, play around with these as well. I don't know like the best fit for them. I just know definitely 75 into thaumaturge and whatever else is all you. You could go ahead and throw some into master at arms or physical weapons expert. I haven't played around with it too much. I've actually been taking a lot of time off of Xbox recently, just to work on my personal life. As you guys know, I got a lot going on. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more just garbage rotation while these fuckers fuck around on my thing. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like the build. I hope a lot more Templars play it. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so many for the subscribers. And I will see you guys next time.